What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be showing the number one most important component of my entire business. And it's what you're looking at right here, which is a client database. And this helps me with an insane amount of things. This right here is a client onboarding automation that adds the customers to Stripe, creates Slack channels, adds custom fields to my HubSpot account, creates an onboarding doc, adds different things onto my ClickUp, and adds them to SmartLead, and so much more. This is a notification for email replies. And so my clients, they get to choose a platform that they prefer to communicate in. And so right here, I've got two options, Slack, Gmail. But if a client was to come to me, tell me that they want to communicate in a different platform, that's cool. I would totally support that. And I can send them notifications that look something like this, or weekly reports that look something like this in their preferred method of communication. But from my end, I've already created all of these automations to work with whatever automation. And so one client might want to communicate in Slack, another one might want Gmail, but it doesn't matter to me because I've created automations for those things. I've also got billing information. And so if we were to navigate over to the Stripe link over here, it's actually going to take us to the customer, which is myself, as a sample test. But we're going to be able to see that we've got billing contacts right here. And so if you're working with larger organizations, you might have billing contacts, you might have email recipients for different notifications, and perhaps in the future I'm actually going to be adding more of these different fields for different things. I've got the Slack channel ID in case their notification platform is Slack. We send the messages there automatically. I've got the onboarding doc, which looks something like this. Um, and this is created automatically. And I'm going to be actually improving what is here, but this is the first version, V1, and this is what it looks like. It's done all automatically. It's just like based on quick market research, these are the initial industries that we're going to be targeting. And all I do is simply take a screenshot of this page and send it over to my client in either Slack or Gmail. And I also purchase domains, take a screenshot of this, send it over to them, and more things, right? So whenever I'm onboarding a new client, I'm constantly communicating with that client, letting them know what's happening, and I'm sending these cool visuals, which are coming from this onboarding doc, right? So it makes my life so easy. And by the way, on that note, I wanted to show you guys why that matters. So this is a go-to-market strategy that I have for every single client. So this is just a template, right? And typically when I onboard a brand new client, we segment their ICP into three different buckets. So we've got the lead batches. And then with each lead batch, there's going to be different campaigns. And so campaign one, campaign two, this is actually campaign three, four, five, and six. But it doesn't matter. The point is, each lead batch is going to be getting different emails, and they're all going to be different. And the idea is that by the end of the 2 weeks, by the end of the first month, we will have had an insane amount of opportunities to test different things to find the winning campaign, which we will then scale out. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is this client database and everything that it enables. But it doesn't end there, because when I onboard a brand new client, this is all I have to do. I simply click on this, I add a client name. So client name, I add these five fields, which are the email recipients. I'm actually going to be making the other one. So the billing contacts, I'm going to be making that mandatory as well. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I add these five fields right here. And once that happens, I've got ClickUp automations. And so these are the automations I have at the moment. I'm going to be adding different ones, and they're super simple, right? So if you look at this, onboarding client name, that's not the one. It would actually be a webhook, call webhook. I think this is it. So it calls this webhook right here, which I probably shouldn't show because now I'm going to get a bunch of, I'm going to change it. Anyways, that happens. It goes over here and does everything for me. And so hopefully this video was helpful in allowing you to see like how I manage my clients. One other thing I want to show you, as I'm noticing it here, we've also got the monthly value, the targets, and I think I have another one that's related to money and things like that. So monthly value, right? Emails per day, and so these are also being done automatically. And so whenever a new month comes around, we check Stripe using an automation to see how much the client paid me in the previous month, and then we automatically change the monthly value. And if they've been with me for a few months, we get the average of that and then put the monthly value here, ensuring that when I've got a whole bunch of clients here in a list, I can easily see the monthly value. Actually, I just realized another thing. I'm realizing a lot of things. This is recorded live. I've got different statuses as well. So when I onboard a brand new client, they go through all of these different steps. So we create the onboarding doc, purchase the domains, add the domains here. All of this, most of this stuff is automated. But once they are active, shoot, I don't think you can see that. So it's here. So once they're active, right, we've got the active status. A few things typically happen. One, they're either going to get deactivated, stop working with me. We move them here. As soon as we move them here, we have another automation that offboards them, sends them an email, removes Stripe, voids contracts, all of that other stuff, right? And then if they're paused, we change the monthly value, we do a whole bunch of other stuff. Invoices overdue, we get tasks to follow up. And so this comment section, it's super valuable. It allows me to see everything, right? Like whenever I get a new task, it looks something like this: new task, and I get assigned the task. And so it simply comes like this, and I know what I need to do and simply click resolve. And that helps me stay on top of it. I just remembered another thing: email conversations, right? So when you're having email conversations back and forth with these individuals, another thing that I'm going to be adding is a way to just track everything here. So if I hire an account manager or someone else, instead of me diving into their email accounts to see how they're communicating with the clients, I'm able to see all of that here. Now, I know I rambled and I know I said a lot of things, but I hope at the very least you took away something from this video, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Cheers!